Well, hey everyone, it is July. We're rolling into Q3 halfway through the year. Hope that you're having a fantastic year so far. Now, that said, I know a lot of dealers are feeling a bit of a slowdown right now. If it feels quieter than usual, you're definitely not alone. We're hearing it from businesses across the country. It's a good time to double down on what's working, clean up your processes, and stay visible because this cycle will turn. So on this video, we're going to talk about some things that are going on from our client's perspective, things that need to be on your radar that you should be aware of. And then we'll also talk about things that are not necessarily for our clients, but things related to the industry that you should also know about. Let's start with our client. So we've hired Jessica Harling from Behind the Design to come in and do some sales training for our clients. If you're struggling with sales, you're struggling with closing deals, or you just want to brush up and get a little bit better at selling, this is going to be a fantastic session for you. We've actually hired Jessica to do multiple sessions for our clients. The first one will be on July 8th. So make sure to mark that date down that you're going to have some very specific sales training specifically for the window treatment industry from one of the top sales trainers in the industry. Can't wait to have that going on. Now, I've also brought in Lyn Askin. Lyn Askin is a very well-known EOS implementer. And if you're not familiar with EOS, that's the Entrepreneur Operating System. Now, alongside of that fantastic program that we actually implement in our business, Lyn is going to bring in some information on the Outgrow system. Outgrow system is basically like an EOS for sales. We have implemented Outgrow in our business and we're seeing great benefits from this. So very excited to learn from Lyn how the system works and what you guys can do to implement on your end. So some other things that are going on right now. One of the things that you know when you signed up for us that we have to charge you for emails, phone calls, they're very, very minimal charges, but we've actually been able to negotiate some lower fees for those. Now, depending on which program you're on with us, you already get a credit and you might not even be hitting that credit every month where you're not even getting billed anything. But now that's going to be lowered. The price per call, price per email. So it's going to save you some money, which is the best part of that. We've also rolled out our WTMP Connect app. This is an app that will be on your phone that you can use specifically for anything support related. Our team has access to that. They'll see it when you pull it up. They'll see when you put in something there. It's a great way to get support for your campaign, for any marketing you're wanting to do or that you're currently doing with us. We have built out this app really just to help you get connected quicker with the support issues. Now, if you're on our Outshine or Rocket Fuel program, we've rolled out free graphic design. That means if you're wanting to do some flyers or maybe some door hangers, or you want to do a lookbook, something like that, we can help you design that for absolutely free. It's just a part of your program now. Now, I did mention lookbooks. We've started creating some lookbooks for some of our clients, and this is a great sales tool to get inside the home, let the customer look through the different options that you offer, and then, of course, leave that behind with them so that if they are still not sure, or maybe they're thinking of doing some other windows, they'll have that there. If you want to get one of those designed, just reach out to us. Absolutely free for our Outshine and Rocket Fuel clients. Now, another big piece of news for clients is our Solatech integration. I recently did a video, we'll link to that below, that goes through some of the things that we can do now with Solatech in Lead Boomerang. Things such as customer information, updates, internal notes, quotes, comments, delivery range. A lot of these things are built in. In fact, we've now integrated 22 different triggers that will work with the Solatech system into Lead Boomerang. This is going to make everything a lot easier for you, where you just have one platform that does everything from before the customer knows who you are all the way to asking for that review. Now, as you know, we've been working on the Senta integration as well. That is Costco's CRM system. We've built that entire API system out. It is now talking to our system. We're going to be releasing some really cool updates about that in the very near future. Now, one thing that we did do is change our policy a little bit on client submitted content. We obviously want you to submit content, but we also want to make sure that that content is going to help you get more rankings, get more eyeballs on your brand. So we've decided to build a policy around this, things that we need to make sure that we get, such as you can't just go to ChatGPT and create a bunch of content. Google's going to penalize you. We don't want to go down that road. So you can see the link below to the video specifically about those talking points. And then lastly, as a client of ours, don't forget that we have a referral program, a $500 one-time bonus for every new client that you refer to us once they're with us for 90 days, and then an ongoing $150 a month credit towards your marketing plan. If you have somebody that you think would be a good fit for us, go to wtmarketingpros.com/refer, fill that out. We'll contact them and see if it's a good fit. Now on to some items that are not necessary for our clients, but might be interesting to you. First of all, as you know, the Lead Boomerang system is the CRM on steroids, specifically for the window treatment and awning industries. You can learn more about this at myleadboomerang.com. We've also implemented a 14-day trial for $1. And we have an affiliate program. So if you get signed up, if you really love the program, or if you're one of our clients already using it, we have an affiliate program where you can refer other people to use Lead Boomerang, and we will pay you handsomely for that referral. On July 15, I'll be doing my next workshop called Leveraging the List: How to Profit from Past, Current, and New Prospects. You've probably spent a lot of time building a list of past customers or customers that maybe reached out to you but ended up saying no. Why not leverage that list to get more yeses, get more appointments? We'll be talking about that more on the 15th at 11 a.m. Central. Now, I also want to mention the Marketing Pains podcast. If you're a listener of this, there's some great episodes that have just been published and are going to be published in the coming weeks. Now, first of all, if you want to be a guest on our podcast, I encourage you to check out the link below. Fill that out. We would love to have you on, interview you, and just talk about your business, what trends you see going on, how you got into the business, all that stuff. Check out that link below to be a podcast guest. Now, recently we published an episode called Start Small, Think Big: How Mike Stolte built 406 blinds from scratch. This is a great interview with Mike on how he got into the industry, how he's built his business up, and what he's looking at now that will be a great benefit to him in the future. Now, at the end of June, I also recorded the Q3 podcast, the Outlook podcast. On this one, I had Rory McNeil from Window Shading Pro. Most people know who he is. And Russ Ellenson from RJ's Window Fashions. They're located in Phoenix and Southern California. Some absolutely great insight into what's going on in our industry, what things we should be looking forward to, what new trends that are coming out, and the overall sentiment of the industry right now. Make sure to check out that podcast. It is fantastic. And then one last thing, since we're talking about podcasts, you should definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. You need to go check it out. Click the subscribe button. We've got over 1,000 videos specifically about marketing and the window treatment industry. Go check that out. I'll put the link in the description below, and we will see you in August.